the National Federation Party applauds the display of unity and solidarity of all our people in providing assistance in every possible manner to the many thousands of our people whose livelihood has been destroyed by severe tropical cyclone Winston. I led a team to the Western Division yesterday and saw for ourselves the extent of death and destruction caused by Winston, which is easily the most destructive natural disaster not only in Fiji but the region as well. Assessment based on pictures especially from Vanua Valavu, Koro, Tavuni, Sabsavu, Talevu, Ra, Tavua, Ba and many other areas has shown destruction of unprecedented proportions. We extend our deepest condolences to the families and those who have lost loved ones. We also express our heartfelt sympathies to all our people who have been affected in one way or the other by this monstrous cyclone. In the midst of the severe damage, destruction and death, the people from areas and districts that escaped the wrath of the cyclone have traveled to the disaster areas to provide humanitarian assistance. Those unable to travel are organizing fundraising drives to assist people, including former Fiji residents who have also started collecting funds. The work of our Good Samaritans is highly commendable. We also sincerely thank our neighbours, Australia and New Zealand, as well as the international community for their quick assistance. This is highly appreciated. The NFP also supports the Prime Minister's call for unity and government's plans to rehabilitate the lives of the victims. We realize it is not an easy task, especially when thousands of homes have been destroyed in a manner similar to someone crumbling and tearing a sheet of paper. We also support his call for civil servants to be efficient in delivering assistance. This must be done with impartiality. Damage is extensive and widespread. All wheels of government machinery must move consistently in alleviating the pain and suffering of our people. We have established that food and water are the basic needs that are needed by the victims because crops, livestock and food stored in their homes have been destroyed. We understand government is carrying out a survey and assessment by way of distribution of forms. This means that food rations will not be distributed until next week. This is unacceptable. By now, government would have established the areas that need immediate help, and it will be of great relief to the victims if government transports food and water in large quantities to the affected and identified areas immediately. Victims who have lost everything cannot wait any longer. They need food, water and clothing immediately. We know that friends, family members and various other organizations have already started distributing basic items, and we commend them for their efforts in bringing relief to the affected families. It is clear that tens of millions of dollars will be needed in the short term to bring some degree of relief to the cyclone and flood victims. As a priority, we suggest that government machinery do the following: deploy Army engineers to repair badly damaged schools and infrastructure essential for basic services like water supply and health facilities. 2. Authorize FNPF to allow withdrawals by members to help in rehabilitation of homes and purchase basic household items. FNPF should also allow members not affected by floods to withdraw funds to help immediate relatives who are not members of the fund, such as cane farmers, farm laborers, villagers, etc. 4. Approve a house rehabilitation package with a minimum assistance of $5,000 to rebuild lost or damaged homes apart from providing basic homes as advertised today, because this will take months. 5th, approve a crop rehabilitation package to assist the agriculture sector and the sugar industry. Just like in 1998, more than 50 million was provided by the then government to cane farmers following the prolonged drought. This time, twice more may be needed, especially when we have lost the European Union grant after the coup in 2006. Six, the businesses that have lost everything and those in danger of going down cannot survive even with repayments, reschedulement by the banks or assistance in other forms by the banks. A rehabilitation package is also needed for them. 7, government must build temporary shelters where schools have been destroyed so that our children can resume classes after the 2-week break announced by the Prime Minister earlier this week. Any further delay will escalate the pressure on both teachers and students who from last year have been directed by the Education Ministry to complete the curriculum in 2 terms. These, in our view, are basic short-term measures. Much more is needed to be done in the long term. We hope that government accepts our suggestions and stands ready to help in the massive rehabilitation process. May God bless Fiji.